2026, and we're excited to be here on the Lelit stand, where we get the chance to hear a bit more about how the machines are designed, because I have my wonderful friend Lucrezia here as well.
Thank you.
So Lucrezia, tell me quickly what it is your job title and what have you had to do with some of these products we've got behind us.
So in Lelit, I'm an industrial designer, and I take care of everything that is happening on the product. So yeah, we work very closely to the engineering team and to the factory, of course, like we are there.
Okay, so aesthetics, colours, maybe the choice of design in terms of how something feels or how the person gets to interact with their machine?
Yes, or everything happening on the outside of the product, but at the same time we are very focused very much on the performance bit. So like also what is happening inside of the product, not only on the outside.
Okay, so we did do a full video on the product called the MaraX3, which has the new Pagaia valve. So if you want the internal info about how that machine works, we've got a full YouTube video on that, so go and have a look at it. But we're going to look at the externals and think about design, because a beautiful machine sitting in your home is really what you want to enjoy. You want it to look and feel and suit your environment. So I'm really interested to see why some of the decisions you've made around their machine. So we're going to start on the MaraX3 and the new Steve grinder, and then we're going to go and have a look at the Bianca as well. So here we have the full range. You've got stainless steel, white and black, obviously with timber differences. But let's just talk about this one here, example-wise, okay? So let's start from the top, work our way down.
Okay. General idea behind this product was to design a better experience and build something that it was like very much focused on the performance bit as well. So like we, first of all, as I guess pretty straightforward, you can see like we upgraded every touch point of the product, and we sort of elevated like literally the product through the fit that you can, We also wanted to have like a better experience, like in terms of like of brand perception as well. So you can find some Easter eggs inside of this product as well.
Oh, some little goodies.
Yes.
Okay.
So for example, you can find that this shape reminds of our logo.
Why that was the shape? I had no idea why it changed. Okay, that's beautiful.
And also like it has a very strong ergonomic value. So like it is bigger than the previous MaraX, and also like you can be more in control also of the steam flow, for example. Another thing that we upgraded is the lever. So like again with the remind of the logo shape, just at the bottom of it.
I didn't know that. That's very cool.
And a final touch point that we upgraded is the portafilter. So now we added like, it is an aesthetic piece, because again, the logo, but at the same time, he has like a performance, like our products. Like it is like a mini version of the product inside of one component. So what we did is to add like a counterbalance way at the back, at the back of the portafilter. So in this way, you are more like in control, in power of the portafilter, and you can manage it, like you can move it around without like having flowing off in a way.
I'm just going to show you something there, because a lot of people don't realize that when they go to get a timber handle, it's like this, they just bolt it straight on, but because the head is so heavy because of the metal, you cannot balance it. It just wants to fall off your hand straight away. And it's always putting pressure on your wrist, so as a barista, you are getting sore wrists all the time. But now, with the counterbalanced weight, it will sit there. So that is really cool. It feels nice from a user perspective to have that little touch. So thanks for implementing that.
So that's a way that Lelit wants to approach the products. Like we want to build and design better and more aesthetically pleasing products, but at the same time we don't want to forget like where we're coming from. So that is the performance bit, and very much, I mean, we are focused on everything happening on the inside as well. Another thing that we have been doing and have been implementing is Pagaia. Again, like another goodie, as you said like earlier, like you can find the shape of the Pagaia inside of the pressure gauge. So the handles of the gauge sort of like reminds you of the Pagaia. So the idea here is to create like a more coherent experience. So as I'm moving something or as I'm interacting with something, I'm also controlling the gauge, therefore like the pressure. So Pagaia, what's Pagaia? I think we have some videos already, but Pagaia is like a power pump modulation, power modulation.
It varies the power supply to the vibration pump, so increase or decrease the pressure on the coffee bed.
Yeah. And by doing that, you're in total control, so more flow, more pressure, and therefore like you can have your recipe as personalized as you can. You can freestyle it, really.
Yeah. It's really interesting because I get to normally talk about the performance, why you put, this has a bigger element in there to heat up faster, which is great. But I never hear these little Easter egg moments you're talking about. Like I would never have picked that gauge is the same shape as the Pagaia lever. But that's the detail that a designer can bring in. So that's very, very cool. Well done.
Yeah. Another thing that we added, and it might seem just for an aesthetic reason, is the side ribbon, where we are also placing the Lelit name. And this is not just like an aesthetic, like something nice that covers like the whole range, because we can also find it on Steve, but it also like wants to show really like how we build and how we assemble the products. So like we are very much into the industrial aspect of the product, and also like with the assemblability or feasibility of the product itself.
Cool.
So yeah, it's just like a nice token of what we stand for.
All right, so just giving it a little bit of room here, we're going to pull out Steve.
Yes.
And if you're not aware, all the grinders are male names and all of the machines are female names.
Yes.
So good old Steve here. So the one question I need to have answered is all the machines are women or ladies' names and all the grinders are men's names. Where does that concept come from?
We needed to find a name in order for the people to remember the model, because codes are very difficult to remember. So we thought maybe the women are the creative ones, and the hard work is on the man. So the grinder does the hard work, it has to grind. Okay. The woman has to produce something creative and good and tasty, and so that's how we named it.
Okay, yeah, Luke's a good name for a grinder. We know that it is a generation to the William, essentially, the previous grinder, but in design-wise, what's actually happened with the Steve?
We wanted to go back to the basics, really, and really focus on what's happening inside of the grinder. Again, like aesthetic here is just a tool to really explain what's happening on the inside. Mm-hmm. In this case, we centralize everything on the front panel, so on the front view of the product, going back to our 7 digits display and 2 buttons only. So by looking at this screen and interacting with these 2 buttons, like you can do everything around this product. I think that we also upgraded, like from the user experience point of view, is that we have 2 programs.
Yes, single dose, like one and large and a smaller one. Yep.
So in this way we can really accommodate the different like styles of the users that Lelit might encounter. With the single dose one, you are more in control of what is happening, like on demand, and I want that amount, and therefore like it's more straightforward. Also, like it can be programmable, so like nice and easy. Do not like fuss on everything like happening on your day. You just want to go through your coffee and that's it.
Okay. Now I've got a question. As a designer, is there a few of you in the team?
Yeah, we're just growing now, but yeah.
Because sometimes there's like something that just goes, oh wow, why didn't we think about it? And who was the actual person that came up with the idea? That's always got me intrigued. But in these grinders, you can move the chute. So whoever did that, that is so cool. Like a small feature, but it allows you just to adjust for the group handles, because you've got all different types of shapes and depths where they would fit. So
another thing that you can adjust is also like this pin.
Oh yes.
Because as you said, like everyone has different portafilters.
Yep.
And so like this height might differ from portafilter to portafilter. So the thing is that you can just leave it there. Like again, if you want just your coffee and focus on what's happening while grinding, you can just leave it there, and by adjusting it, you're just hands-free, just looking at the action.
So adjusting in and out and up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah, there you go. Very, very cool. Again, all those little details in design that really play out. Is there anything else we need to cover? Obviously the matching stripe down the side to match the new
design-wise,
MaraX.
no. Like we wanted to make something more like for the espresso ground coffee, but design is everything that is happening. Action in the front.
Okay. Ooh, got rubber feet.
That's loud.
That's loud. But you can't do that with the previous model. You can't get your
There
fingers
you
under
go.
it. So you did just touch
Yeah.
on the feet.
It just shows how strong the feet are.
It is. Lifting them up is
Yeah.
definitely a key thing, and beautiful that they're the same timber. All right, so we're going to look at the Biancas over here.
Yes.
This one here.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait.
Hey, we might have to move around here. All right, so here we have the Lelit Bianca 3. Now, it's been around for a while, but because the Lelit has been around for a while, this is a 40th anniversary.
That's right.
And so can you tell me a bit about how
Yes.
you implemented design into such an already great machine?
Yes. So the machine technically is still like very much the same. It's a great machine. What we wanted to do from the design point of view is we wanted to show the evolution of Lelit, and therefore like we collaborated with an Italian artist and by doing like these graphics on the side of the product.
Yeah.
And the idea of the graphics is that they show the steam and also like the evolution, the movement, and the performance bit that it like characterize like every Lelit product. The steam is very important for us, not just for the milk, but also like because it really connects our coffee products with our history, because Lelit comes from like not entirely from coffee. It has like a bit of back history.
The ironing, yes,
Yeah,
we covered that in our full tour video, which will be coming out really soon. So that's
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
We'll talk about that.
So that's it. Like steam is really like what connects us all in Lelit, and also like it's connecting all our products, every Lelit products entirely. So again, like here you can see like on the side, on the right side, there's also like a nice personalizing touch that is every machine. So this is going to be like a limited edition,
Yep.
a very limited edition product. We are going to release only 1,986 pieces. Is that right?
This is H0002.
Yes, this is just a sample though, but so don't
Number
worry.
2.
Yes, it's the number 2.
Number 2. That's pretty good.
And every machine is micro punched by hand. Like we have a machine, of course, but it's done one piece at a time.
Yep.
And so, like we wanted to really highlight the history of Lelit. Of course, we wanted to celebrate Bianca, Lelit Bianca, because it's our like best product on the market and most appreciated product on the market. At the same time, the evolution of the steam, Touchpoints like in zebra wood. And finally, like the stainless steel version, because like we come from that, and every year we process like nearly 400 kilos of steel every year.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a lot of steel.
yeah, it's a lot.
Is this a slight change, this larger bevel around the drip tray? I'm just seeing that on this one here, it's not the same. So that looks
yeah.
like it's a wider, little front
again,
there, which
like,
is nice.
Here, like we want to show how this product is really like the premium version, and by also like making something that is iconic, like the Lelit Bianca, but also like really speaks at the emotional level.
Okay.
So this product is really for someone that really already like appreciates the product, but they want something more personal in their homes.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
When's this going to be available?
Soon, I hope.
Soon?
Yeah.
Keep an eye out. I'm sure we'll put up a post when it is available. All right, anything else that, from a design perspective, you want to communicate to the audience regarding what Lelit does or you do or get to do each day?
I guess like the strong point of Lelit is that we have everything in-house. So therefore, like it's more like a collaboration from different aspects of the company. So like we can have great ideas, aesthetic ideas, like more like industrial design ideas, but at the same time we have like a very strong relationship with the assembly line workers, as you've seen like when you visited us, and therefore like everything is designed first of all for them, and then of course for our users at home.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it. So thanks very much, Lucrezia, for giving us an insight into the design part of the machines, because we don't normally get that connection. Perhaps you might have a question that we can, feed back to you. So if you've got one, pop it down in the comments below. Is there something you're busting to ask? We'll make sure we get that question asked for you. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Like I said, there's a couple more videos we've filmed. We're in Milan, went through the whole factory. There's the full video on the MaraX3 and the Steve, so check those ones out. Hopefully they can be the next machine that you enjoy at home. And I'm sure you guys appreciate knowing that people love the look and the design of machines. So Yeah, so well done to you and the team.
Thank you very much for having me.
Making some beautiful machines out there. Anyway, if you haven't yet liked and subscribed, please do. It really does help us grow the channel. And we'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Ciao.